Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going to dive deeper into our social media marketing journey. We'll be building directly on what we discussed in our last session, where we covered the basics of competitor research and setting up our initial pages.
Let's take a quick moment to recap. Yesterday, we looked at how to conduct competitor research to see what's working in the market. We also explored using Canva to create a logo, and we successfully set up our sample page, DigiSkillUp, complete with that new logo. So we have our foundation laid, we have our page created and branded, but having a page is just the first step. Now we need to think about how to actually reach people and grow our audience. To really grow our page and reach a wider audience, we're going to need to look into running ads. Organic growth is great, but paid advertising is often necessary to get that initial traction and build your follower base effectively. Now, to run ads on platforms like Facebook, you need a way to pay for them. And for that, you're going to need a specific type of payment method, a dollar card. This is crucial for international transactions like ad spends. Getting one is usually straightforward if you already have a bank account. You'll need to visit your bank and request a dollar card. They will typically ask for your PAN number, your citizenship document, and a passport-size photograph. Once approved, the bank usually issues a dollar card with a limit, often around $500 per year. This allows you to start running those Facebook ads. I highly recommend checking with your specific bank about any issuance fees, as policies can vary. So your tasks before our next session. First, if you don't have one, ask your bank about getting a dollar card. Second, start creating your content strategy and make your first introductory post. Finally, make sure to share your channel in our group so we can all connect. Picking up from our page setup, the next crucial step is adding a compelling description and bio. You can leverage AI tools like ChatGPT to draft a professional summary of your services. Remember, the bio section is typically limited to a specific character count, often around 255 characters, so it needs to be concise and impactful, clearly stating what your business offers. Because space is strictly limited, every single word must count. Focus on your primary niche and the specific value you provide to your target audience, rather than broad, generic statements that fail to capture attention. Once the bio is set, you need to connect your audience to your wider digital presence. Platforms allow you to add multiple links, usually around 4 to 5. You should include your primary website, other active social media channels like YouTube or LinkedIn, and direct contact methods such as WhatsApp or a dedicated business email. Beyond basic contact info, you can also list specific services or special promotional offers directly on the page. This turns a simple profile into a functional landing page, where potential clients can immediately see what you do and easily navigate to your offerings. Moving on to visual branding, the page banner or cover photo is often the first thing visitors notice. Using a design platform makes this process highly efficient. First, ensure you are using the correct dimensions, such as 820 by 360 pixels for a standard social media cover. Inside the design workspace, you can start with a template and completely customize it. A great practice is to use a circular frame element to cleanly embed your logo, then add your website, email, and location details directly onto the banner for immediate visibility. With the page fully optimized visually, the focus shifts to actual content creation. The very first piece of content should be a well-crafted welcome post. This post sets the tone, introduces your brand's mission, and gives your newly acquired audience a compelling reason to follow your digital journey. A welcome post is just the beginning. To maintain momentum, you must develop a structured content plan. This means scheduling regular posts that are highly relevant to your specific niche, whether that involves educational tips or industry insights. We will explore the exact analytics and scheduling mechanics behind these posts in the next segment. Picking up right where we left off, let's look at how you actually build your personal brand through content. You want to share your journey, talk about the skills every digital marketer must learn, or show a day in the life. You can even do reality versus myth posts. Use AI tools to gather ideas and formats, but remember, the final creative decisions must always come from you. To establish a strong digital presence, you need to be active across multiple platforms. We are talking about Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn. It's not just about creating accounts, it's about linking them together to create a cohesive brand ecosystem. Let's focus on LinkedIn for a moment. It is crucial to customize your profile URL rather than leaving it as a random string of numbers. Connect your personal profile to your business page and actively network by sending personalized connection requests and messages to build your professional circle. Before you even create your YouTube channel, set up a dedicated professional email address strictly for your digital marketing work. Do not mix this with your personal email. You might even want specific aliases for client work, team assignments, or just testing new software, so your main inbox stays perfectly organized. Now, let's dive into YouTube. When creating your channel, pick a clear, brand-aligned name, like Spark Digital Hub. Immediately claim your handle or username. This handle is how people will tag and find you, so keep it as clean and recognizable as possible. Once the basic channel is created, you will head over to YouTube Studio. This is your back-end dashboard where the real magic happens. Here, you will customize your profile, update your bio description, and carefully add links to your other social media accounts. A professional channel needs a great banner. Hop into Canva and set your canvas to 2560 by 1440 pixels. But be careful, YouTube crops this image differently depending on the device. You must use canvas rulers and margins to ensure your core text and logo stay within the mobile safe zone in the center. Start by applying a clean background, perhaps a subtle gradient. Keep your main text, like your brand name, in clean fonts like Poppins or Roboto. Center your logo perfectly. Once downloaded, upload it in YouTube Studio to instantly elevate your channel's professional look. Next, navigate to the Settings gear in YouTube Studio. Under the Channel tab, set your country of residence. Then, input your channel keywords. These are crucial for SEO. Add terms like digital marketing or SEO. You have up to 500 characters, so use them wisely to tell the algorithm exactly what your channel is about. Don't forget the Feature Eligibility tab. Standard features are enabled by default, but to upload videos longer than 15 minutes or to use custom thumbnails, you must verify your phone number. Later, you will need advanced verification for monetization, so it's best to know these tiers exist now. Across all these platforms, use a genuine, high-quality photo of yourself to build trust. Your task now is to finalize these accounts, record a short intro video, and share it across your new network. As you finish setting up your profiles and connecting your platform automations, we will prepare to dive into short-form video creation next. Continuing with our strategy, let us dive into the framework for creating effective reels and short videos. To capture attention, you need a highly structured approach. Every successful short video relies on a specific sequence, starting with a strong hook, followed by a brief introduction, stating the audience's problem, offering a concise solution, and finally creating urgency with a call to action. The hook is arguably the most critical component. You have about 3 seconds to stop the viewer from scrolling. If your hook fails to grab their attention immediately, the rest of your carefully crafted script, no matter how good the solution is, will go completely unwatched. At the end of the video, you must guide the viewer on what to do next. This is your call to action. Creating a sense of urgency or offering a specific directive, like asking them to follow for daily tips, ensures that the engagement translates into measurable results for your brand. Once you understand the framework, you need to follow a systematic production workflow. Before you even touch a camera, you must select a highly relevant topic. From there, write a detailed script. Only then do you decide if you are shooting live-action video, using AI generation, or recording a voiceover to pair with edited visuals. After editing, the final step is distribution. You need to publish this content across multiple social media channels simultaneously. Whether it is Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts, maximizing your reach across different platforms ensures your video gets the highest possible return on the time you invested in creating it. Let us look at a practical example from a Manpower company campaign. The script started with a massive claim: visa in 3 days, flight in 10 days. Whether the viewer believes it immediately or is just shocked by the claim, it creates an instant curiosity gap. This forces them to stop scrolling and keep watching. Notice that the entire video was only 18 seconds long. It did not waste time with long introductions. It delivered the hook, stated that the factory needed workers, and immediately provided a contact number. Short, direct, and impactful videos often perform much better than drawn-out, slow-paced explanations. To succeed with short videos, you cannot just post randomly. You need to build a comprehensive 30-day content calendar based on your specific niche. This calendar should strategically guide your audience through a specific journey, rather than just asking for sales in every single video you upload. The foundation of your calendar should focus heavily on awareness and authority building. This means educating your audience, showing your expertise, and answering their common questions. When you consistently provide value without asking for anything in return, you build the trust necessary for the later stages of your marketing funnel. Once that trust is established, you transition into branding and conversion content. This is where you highlight your specific services, launch offers, and directly ask the audience to take action.
This structured format ensures you are warming up your leads before trying to aggressively convert them.
The secret ingredient to making this calendar work is absolute consistency. I challenge you to make a strict 30-day commitment to upload a video every single day. The social media algorithms reward accounts that provide consistent, reliable content, pushing your videos to much wider audiences over time.
You do not have to manually post every day, which can be overwhelming. You can batch create your content and schedule it ahead of time using tools like Meta Business Suite. We will dive deeper into the exact mechanics of scheduling and running Meta ads in our upcoming sessions.
Before we move forward, a quick note on how you are consuming this course material. For those watching the recorded sessions, I highly encourage you to attend the live classes if your schedule permits. I receive many questions daily, and my schedule gets incredibly busy, making it hard to provide immediate replies to everyone offline.
If you absolutely must rely on the recordings, please help me help you. Take detailed notes, and if you get stuck, take a clear screenshot of your issue when you message me. This allows me to understand your context instantly. Now, let us prepare to transition into our deep dive on Meta and paid advertising. Moving right into specific growth strategies, let's examine how to manage a channel portfolio. Operating multiple channels, sometimes over 15 at once, means having them at various stages of the monetization process. The absolute key to pushing any new channel toward monetization is strict consistency. Committing to posting highly targeted content in one specific niche for 30 straight days is the foundational step.
Once you establish that consistency, you will track your progress in the Earn section of your Studio dashboard. The baseline eligibility criteria are strict but very clear. First, you must reach a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. Alongside that audience base, you need either 4,000 valid public watch hours on your long-form videos or 10 million views on your shorts.
While those numbers might sound intimidating at first, hitting them in a single month is entirely possible with deep commitment. By leveraging the massive current trends in AI tools to optimize your workflow, scripting, and content generation, you can rapidly accelerate your organic growth and hit these milestones much faster. Meeting those strict requirements unlocks Google AdSense, allowing you to start earning ad revenue directly from your video views. But successful monetization is not just about placing ads. It is deeply tied to connection. By authentically sharing your personal journey and processes, you invite valuable feedback from your audience, which builds the trust required for long-term earning.
Ultimately, your financial success relies entirely on the content itself. Content is the primary vehicle for delivering actual value to your viewers. It is not simply a platform to show off what you know. It is a carefully structured medium to effectively communicate your expertise. If your delivery is strong and helpful, the audience will stay.
To put this strategy into practice immediately, you need to start outlining your specific content topics today. I will be providing a shared resource file that contains a structured list of tasks for you to follow. Review this document carefully and begin executing the steps outlined. In our next segment, we will explore exactly how to refine these topics. Moving right along to your actionable steps for tomorrow, the primary focus will be on creating your assigned topics. To make this seamless, a comprehensive master file will be shared with you shortly. This file is your central hub. It contains all the detailed instructions and specific tasks you need to complete, so make sure to review it thoroughly before starting. One of the core components of your assignment is producing a short video. You will need to record this video following the specific creation guidelines we have outlined, and then share it directly into our dedicated group. This exercise is designed to test your practical application of the concepts, so pay close attention to the formatting rules. Those guidelines dictate exactly what needs to be included during the video creation process. Following them strictly ensures your content is structured correctly and meets all the necessary criteria for a successful assignment.
For those who need to work within a localized context, the system has built-in features to accommodate this. If you are operating specifically within the Nepali context, you will find that the materials have already been extracted and formatted accordingly. By simply clicking the designated options, you can access the content in your preferred language.
Finally, let us look at the actual learning topics you will be tackling in this module. The foundation starts with establishing a clear vision or hope for your campaign. From there, we dive deep into the realm of digital marketing. Specifically, you will be exploring the 5 essential things required to truly master digital marketing. Moving right along to content creation, let's look at how to structure your video hooks. A strong hook is essential to grab the viewer's attention immediately within the first few seconds. For instance, using a phrase like 5 things necessary to learn digital marketing sets clear, immediate expectations. It tells the audience exactly what value they will get if they decide to keep watching your video.
Notice how specific this hook is. Numbers work incredibly well in introductory hooks because they promise a structured, easy-to-digest format. You can take this exact hook template and easily adapt it to any specific niche or industry you are working in. Once you have your audience hooked, the main body of your content needs to actually deliver on that initial promise. This is where you must inject your own understanding and factual insights into the topic. Don't just repeat what others are saying. Present the facts through the lens of your own unique experience and perspective. This approach builds deep credibility. Remember, this content framework isn't just limited to the digital marketing space. You can take this exact structure of providing factual, personalized insights and adapt it to whatever specific niche you are targeting, whether that is fitness, personal finance, or technology. Every piece of content you create should end with a clear call to action, or CTA. You need to tell your audience exactly what you want them to do next. A great example from our source material is, if you want to learn digital marketing, follow Digital Spark. It is incredibly direct, it reiterates the core value proposition, and it gives a single instruction. You want to make sure your call to action aligns perfectly with the content they just watched. If the viewer found your 5 tips helpful and authoritative, they are highly likely to follow that instruction and hit the follow button to receive more of the same value. Now, effectively applying these content strategies requires a very solid foundation, which we have been building up to this point. By now, you should have all your core social media accounts fully created and optimized. Having professional-looking platforms is the absolute first step before you start driving traffic to them with your newly crafted content hooks. We have thoroughly covered the practical steps of setting up these various accounts and designing your custom channel banners. These visual elements act as your digital storefront. Let's look at how we tie these specific visual assets into our broader marketing strategy as we continue forward. We have officially wrapped up the foundational phase of our social media strategy. By now, you should have all your accounts created across the various platforms we discussed. I have also shared all the necessary resources and templates for creating your banners and visual assets. This means your digital storefronts are fully set up, branded, and ready to welcome visitors. Make sure you double-check these elements. Having a cohesive, professional look across all your newly created channels is crucial before we start driving traffic to them. Complete any pending tasks here before moving forward. Now that your channels are live, the next crucial step is community collaboration. I highly encourage everyone to share their newly created channels with the rest of the group. Connect with each other, follow your peers, and observe what they are doing. This collaborative environment is incredibly powerful. By teaching and learning from one another, your overall growth will be significantly faster than trying to figure everything out in isolation. Looking ahead to tomorrow's session, we are going to dive into the actual process of setting up and running paid advertisements. However, before we can launch any campaigns, there is a strict prerequisite. You will need a way to pay for these ads, which requires a dollar card. Since most of you already have standard bank accounts, your immediate task is to visit your bank and request an international dollar card specifically for online transactions. Please do not delay this step. Bank processing times can vary, and without a functional dollar card, you simply will not be able to activate the ad campaigns we built together. Get this sorted out as soon as possible so we can hit the ground running. To wrap up our entire series, let us review your immediate action items. First, finish any lingering tasks related to your profile setups and banner designs. Second, actively share your links and engage with your fellow learners to build that initial momentum. And finally, secure that dollar card from your bank so you are fully prepared to launch your paid ad campaigns. Thank you for your dedication throughout these sessions, and best of luck with your digital marketing journey.